My name's Ruth. I'm a carer to my daughter Michaela. She has Down syndrome. She has a sister, Hannah, and a brother, Max, and she's 31 years old and she lives home with me. When she was born, it was a huge shock to us all. We weren't expecting to have a child to be diagnosed with an intellectual disability like Down syndrome. She was diagnosed within 5 minutes of birth. Being a parent, a first-time parent, is hard, but throwing a disability on top of it and becoming a carer as well, that is a new ball game. I suppose when she was first born, all I was expecting to do was just be a mum. And then I added the term carer as time evolved. And you don't understand what that really means. Caring is a everyday, 24-hour day job. You're always thinking about what I have to do next. No one actually signs up for that job. And you're reliant on government services and helping them to be the best that they can be. But in the long term, you end up forgetting who you are as a person. I've had to give up working because my caring is full-time, and I've lost a lot of myself in that period of time. One thing I recognise is that I see people in my own age group who don't have the responsibilities of caring, and they're now going off and doing things like semi-retired or retired, and they're going off on holidays and without a care in the world. So I've got to my stage of life and I'm thinking I would like to really do all that, but all I can think about is I've got Michaela. I'll just put that thought aside. I don't know if other parents have done it, but when you first have a child, you have dreams and hopes, and you sort of have a picture in your mind of what it's going to be like. The future's an unknown thing, but yeah, so I find it a challenge to think of where I was 31 years ago, baby on the way, and not knowing what was going to happen, and then my thoughts and hopes for the future totally turned around. Not knowing then, I didn't know what the future would then be either. I think we often leave it to the last minute to put our hands up to say, I need help. And it's important for your own well-being to say, I need help, and then to go and find that help. Speak to other carers if you can. I've come to realise that I'm more than just Michaela's carer, and I finally realised I need to look after my own well-being so that I can be the best carer to her, but also be a good person to and a good citizen for the wider community. So I can honestly say, don't forget who you are as a carer. I'm not just Michaela's mum, I'm also someone else's wife and a mother to 2 other children. I'm a friend and I'm a sister. And yeah, so it's a bit of a struggle, but for carers, don't forget who you are. If you suddenly become a carer, don't be frightened, don't be scared, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're frightened, that's okay too. If you've got worries, that's okay too. And there's nothing wrong with having those feelings. So ask for help. That's all I can say.